Hi children, welcome to grade 5 English and this is our session 3 in chapter 3 My Shadow. In our previous session we completed reading this poem and today we are going to complete some practice zone and workbook questions. Are you all excited? Yeah. And before getting into our session, let's recap what we have already seen in our earlier session. In your concept book, all of you take page number 48, My Shadow. And in first stanza, the poet tells how the shadow goes in and out with him. And also, what can be the use of the shadow is more than what he can able to see. It is very useful in many different ways. And he also tells that the shadow looks very similar to the poet from the heels up to the head. And also, he can see the shadow jump before him when he jumps into the bed. When the poet jumps into his bed, what happened? The shadow jumps before him. Clear children? Clear about the first stanza? Yeah. And in the second stanza, he tells about the funniest thing about the shadow. That is the way the shadow likes to grow. It didn't grow like normal proper children. They are always very slow, right? But the shadow shoots up taller like an Indian rubber ball. That is, it grows bigger during the daytime, right? And in some other time, what happened? It becomes so little, that is, it is very smaller, and there is none of him at all. He can't see any of the shadow at all. Clear children? Yeah. And third stanza, and he hasn't got any notion of how children likes to play. The shadow doesn't know, okay, the complete thing of how the children they likes to play. And the shadow always make fool out of him in every sort of way. Yes, it while the children they were playing, or while the poet he himself when he play, what happened? The shadow make fool out of him. That is, he stays so close beside him. He always stays very close besides him. That is, he is a coward. The poet said that the shadow is a coward because when he himself, when he sticks to the nursery, that is the person who is taking care of him, when the poet he sticks himself to the nursery, how he will feel very shame and bad about him, right? Like that, he is comparing himself with the shadow. When he is in the place of shadow, how he would feel? He would feel very bad and shameful, right? Yeah. And in fourth stanza, one morning very early he woke up before the sun was up, and he went and saw the shining dew on every buttercup flowers, right? I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup, and the lazy shadow, the lazy little shadow, like an orange sleepy head, what it does? It stayed at home itself. It didn't come with me. It stayed in home itself and was fast asleep in bed. Right? Why the shadow didn't follow the poet during the early morning? Because there was no sun, right? So the shadows will not be created without the light. Okay, so he is saying that the shadow stayed at home behind me and it didn't follow me. So it was fast asleep in bed. Clear children? Are you all clear about all the things the poet tells about the shadow? Yeah. And the name of the poet is Robert Louis Stevenson. Clear? And now let us get into our class activity. In your concept book, all of you take page number 51, children. C question. Why does the poet call the shadow a coward? Why the poet is calling the shadow a coward? And D question. What did the poet find one morning? One early morning, while he got up, what he found. An E question in page number 52. Why did the poet think that the shadow behaved like an errant sleepy head? Why the poet think that the shadow behaved like an errant sleepy head? That you should write here. You read the poem thoroughly and then you can answer these questions, children. And in your workbook, page number 31, fourth question. How does the shadow fool the poet? How the shadow is making fool of the poet? And fifth question. What does the poet mean when he says that sometimes his shadow is very tall and sometimes there is none at all? What does the poet mean by saying these words? That is, sometimes his shadow is very tall and sometimes there is none at all. And I hope you are clear with all these workbook questions and your practice zone, right? And after completing your class activity, you can post it in grade 5 English Google Classroom, children. Now we are moving on to our home assignment for this session. Yes, children, listen carefully. In your workbook page number 31, you have to complete the sixth question. Yes, read the lines from the poem and answer the following questions. They have given some lines from the poem, and after reading the lines, you have to answer the following questions. First one is, he is very, very like me from the heels up to the head. A question, who does he refer to? And B question, who does me refer to? In that lines, okay? And C1, how can you say that he and me are alike? How the poet is saying that he and me are alike? That you have to write in your own words. Yes, I hope you are clear with this question. And next we are moving on to the seventh question, and this one you have to read the poem carefully and then you have to answer the questions. A1, who is a constant companion of the poet? Who is a constant companion of the poet? Companion means the person who is always with us. Yes? And B question. Does the poet find the shadow useful? Does the poet find the shadow useful for him? Do you agree with him? Whether you agree with him or not. That also you should write here. And C question. Describe how children's growth is talked about in the poem. Here, the children's growth is compared to the shadow, right? That what the poet said in this poem, that you should mention here. And D question, does the poet think his shadow is brave? What the poet think about his shadow? Whether he think that his shadow is brave. And how can you tell this? That also you should write with reason. And children, I hope you are clear with the home assignment. And after completing your homework, you have to hand in your completed homework in grade 5 English Google Classroom. And children, drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, give adequate rest to your eyes, don't use mobile phones and television often, and most of all, always stay home and stay safe, children. And thank you so much.